So what are the consequences of universal gravitation? Well, all masses are attracted to each other, so that's the force which keeps planets in orbit, which holds galaxies together, causes stars to form in the first place, right, and then causes them to collapse eventually, possibly creating black holes. And as I've already said, Newton's genius was that he was able to realise that all of these were the same force. If we look at how the force of gravity varies as you move further away from a planet, then this inverse square law means if you double your distance away, so there at the surface we had 9.8 newtons for a 1 kilogram object, go to double the distance away from the centre of the Earth and the force quarters. Go double away again, then it will quarter from that value again. So you'll be a 16th of the original force. And neglecting all other forces. Now, there is a point therefore if we're going to neglect the sun's gravitational force, if we're concentrating just on the Earth and the moon, then there'll be a point where you're equally attracted to the moon and to the Earth. Now, because the Earth is a much larger mass, then you'd have to be much closer to the moon for that to be. But this is known as the 0 point, i.e. where you would actually be weightless. If we look at the gravitational field round about a planet, then we get these radial field patterns, right, like the radius of a circle. And what that would show is that for any object nearby, it will be pulled in towards. And we can also use these ideas with gravity assist, where we have a spacecraft flying close to a planet. It can either gain momentum or lose momentum, depending on if you go in the same direction as the planet to gain or in the opposite direction. And that's important for spacecraft exploring our solar system. And the last consequence that we would have is the idea that because of the much smaller gravitational field strength on the moon, then you can jump much higher, so it's easier to escape from the moon's gravity, a smaller weight to overcome. But the downside of that is basically that's why the moon doesn't have any atmosphere, because the atoms that could possibly have made up its atmosphere have been able to escape. So little gravity can cause problems with atmospheres as well.